Toronto, welcome back to VT. Meredith, Tammy, Sid here with you. Things are getting loud around King and Portland, apparently, downtown Toronto. All right, noise in your general neighborhood, though. Let's lay this base. Does it bother you? Do you sometimes expect it? Like fireworks once in a while, holidays? Like, where do you stand on noise in your neighborhood?
I am okay with it because I think our house makes a lot of noise as well, so I just hope that people give us grace. But I used to live downtown, and so now things don't even faze me in Pickering. Like, people are like, oh, did you hear that? I'm like, I heard nothing. Went right over my head.
I'm a downtown girl. I always have been, born and raised, still live downtown. I think that's kind of what happens downtown. It's noisy. I like it. There's some life to it.
For sure.
Now, downtown has grown. Downtown has gotten noisier, louder, longer. So potentially, if you, were fortunate enough to buy property in a certain spot, maybe it has grown up around you, and so you now are dealing with more noise than you thought you would be, if that makes sense?
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Rooftop bars, for the sake of this discussion, are becoming a bit of an issue. Residents who live at the King and Portland area of town spoke with City News, us, and they're losing sleep and patience nightly because of the loud rock music. I added the rock.
I was like, there's no rock at King and Portland.
No, it's not the rock.
No, it's like.
Old man yelling at a cloud at that. Now they want the city to do something about it. Well, I don't know what can be done. Like, there are noise laws in terms of times of the evening. Like, and it varies from various parts of the city. Like, you're never going to see a show at the Bud Stage past 11 p.m. I can tell you that right now, because they can't. It's illegal in that part of town. But should residents just kind of suck it up here, Mayor, or is this a legit gripe, do you think? Oh gosh, I'm torn, because my downtownness wants to side with my downtown girl here and say, yeah, you can complain. I mean, it's your home, and you have a general expectation that you can live there in some kind of peace. But if your address is King and Portland, I know why I go to King and Portland, and it's to turn it up. Yeah. So I'm not really thinking of people who are necessarily living there, when you're doing that on those rooftop patios, and they do go late and they do go loud. So, I guess complain, but they may not hear you. Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
There's so many reasons. Yeah. The story was done by Pat Taney from City News, and when you watch it, you'll see a portion where it's daytime, and you do hear the beats pretty. They're bumping on her balcony for sure. However, it was broad daylight. So again, we do have noise bylaws after 11 o'clock. I don't know if they turn it down, but they have to, technically. Yeah. I used to live in City Place downtown.
Oh, okay.
For years. People would complain about the noise all the time. They would complain about the noise from the Gardner Expressway. And I'm like, the Gardner's been here way before.
The Gardner has seniority.
The Gardner wins. The Gardner wins, period. Yeah. So I understand, yes, you wanting to have that quiet lifestyle. If you want it, then you gotta probably move. If you can't handle it, you gotta get out of the kitchen, man. Can't do it.
I just know there's a lot of people watching this, a lot of younger people who are having a really hard time getting into the city, who are saying right now, listening to that, you make all the noise you want. If I get a place in that area of town, or any area of town, and I know Mayor Chow's working on it, I'm sure they'll be fine with it. I would suggest this, though. If it becomes more of an issue, I think if you have an establishment in that area, have people come by, show their ID with proof that they live in the area, 50% off all food and drinks. If you want to make nice with the neighbors.
Let's get creative.
Let's get creative, because this summer, one of the best parties I went to this summer was hosted by none other than Tammy Sutherland out in Pickering.
Hey now.
Tammy Sutherland had 19 speakers. Tammy Sutherland, the pool was going, the drinks were flowing in the back, all Diet Cokes. The drinks were flowing in the back, and then I asked someone, I believe it was Mike Epple, I go, I hope the neighbors are cool with this. And Mike's like, oh, Tammy's neighbors are right over there.
They're here, man.
Fight the neighbors over.
Yes.
Make the neighbors a part of the solution, not the problem. It becomes a team event. I always think it's a brilliant move for stories like this.
And I actually do like my neighbors too. So it was like, right? Like they're very cool. But we've had the cops called on us before by an undisclosed neighbor. Yeah, but
Undisclosed, uninvited.
but yeah, right. But yeah, definitely, it's great to have some folks on your side if you're going to make a lot of noise, and if you just do it like once a year, it's okay.
Okay.
Right?
King of Portland's once a minute.
Once
a minute.
Yeah.
On Breakfast TV on Twitter, let us know. Is that worth a complaint around King and Portland here? Tammy's got more news coming up. It's a busy cycle already. Also, later on BT, this Saturday is Steppenwolf Day in the city of Oshawa. Yes, get your motor running on the highway. We speak with the man behind making it a reality at 8:18. Happy Thursday. More BT coming up.
And of course, that's about as political as you can get.